Hello, Capricorn. This is Mary with Seer. This is your weekly tarot. This is for, that was weird. I'll put that up there. This is for March 1st through like the 7th. So it would be for the first week in March 2020. And we're going to tell your story. So I appreciate you coming by, subscribing. For those who have ordered readings, ordered jewelry, and come to my shows and see me. I also thank you for donating. So any information you might need regarding what I just mentioned would be available in the description box, and you can always feel free to contact me directly also. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to tell your story, okay? Or somebody's story. Okay. So I have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is about conflict. It's about, sorry, that was my heater underneath the table. Five of Wands is about conflict and it's about chaos. You know, it's about a lot of people with opinions that might be a bit confusing. And it's kind of, that has a lot of energy, okay? It does carry a lot of energy. And so it can cause confusion in our surroundings, right? And then I have the Death card. So this is interesting. So this is a card of Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. You know, wands are fire, but you know, a lot of times we're just pulling in through the energy. So, but sometimes I like to mention them also. And then the third card is, so death is about death and rebirth. Sorry about that. Next card is Nine of Pentacles reversed. So the Nine of Pentacles reversed is, well, when it's, let's talk about upright. Okay. Nine of Pentacles upright is like the single woman. It's a feminine energy, but doesn't have to be. It's an earth energy. It doesn't have to be you, Capricorn, but could be another earth sign, Taurus or Virgo. But typically it's a female like that's single. Maybe she built her own business or has, you know, her own condo. She's made her own way financially, okay? And like emotionally, she's in a good place. You know, she doesn't really need anybody, but she's in a good place, right? But it's just, it doesn't have to be a feminine. But it also can represent the ex, you know. So here, there's, sorry about that, there's some kind of conflict that happened, right? And it caused the end of something. And so this is kind of like the aftermath. This very well could be you, Capricorn, because it is an earth sign. And in the past, it looks like that whatever chaos happened and the end of something caused one person not to be financially, you know, to be more financially dependent in a way or to feel that way. Okay. Now, the other part of this reading that it could be is that it could be that this was caused by somebody being financially dependent, not independent. So, and this caused a lot of fights or arguments, you know what I mean? Conflict and competition. Okay. All right. So we're going to use a different deck for the present time. So that was the past. I don't want to take those because I just picked them up and they haven't been shuffled. So. Let me do like two more. Hope you can hear me okay. I might take that one though. That's a Four of Fire. So this is the Four of Wands. So this is like stability, but this is being excited about. Maybe it can be an engagement or a happy home life, you know? So maybe somebody here is getting to the point where they're happy in their life, right? I'm going to do a couple more shuffles. So if we take the picture on the card also, this is an angel sitting on a rock, and she's playing a flute. And she has her, the fire above her, the 4 wands. In this picture, it's just fire. That's what it represents in this deck. It's a really nice place, a comfortable place, a place that she feels like that, she doesn't have to worry, right? Place of peace and happiness and creativity because of the music. So then I have the Emperor here, and this is great. This can be Aries, so Emperor is actually the divine masculine. So he's like the master builder. It's about order, So this person has built their empire, or they're in the process of it. This is somebody that is, they're powerful. They're powerful, okay. Next card is a Page of Earth. So this is an offer. So it kind of looks like there might be an offer, like an engagement or something here. So the Page of Earth, this is a small offer, or maybe it's a date with this person. But I think I'm getting a couple that because and it kind of feels like it's you, Capricorn, because of the place you're in now, like this good place of creativity and like happiness, right? Calmness, peace in your home. It's like then this gets pulled in, or this is you kind of leveling up also as the Emperor, and then able to make offers to other people, it could be a new job, it could be new education, it could be helping, working with kids, could be many things, So it depends on who's watching this and how that resonates with you. Okay, so now we're going to look at the future, just based on the energies so far. It's almost like the Page of Earth is sitting there kind of going, looking around. I want you to see this. Kind of looking at, what do I really love? What do I really want to put effort towards? It's like maybe in the place where you could build something else and wondering what you should do there. But there's something about that past that left somebody compromised that changed your current situation. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. It was like a lesson in the past. Okay, so I have an 8 of Pentacles, and this is about mastering our lives. It's about a job where you even going to school and getting a master's. That could be what this is about, because it could be an opportunity for education too. What else do I want to learn? So it could be a master's or some kind of I forgot what they call that. Is after your bachelor's, a more like a doctorate, master degree, something like that, PhD, higher education kind of thing. Okay, so the next card is the Emperor reverse. So this is interesting, because now I have somebody upside down here. So in the Emperor's reverse, he's distorted masculine, so that could be like destructive behavior. And that could be, it could be like an abusive pattern that's coming back somewhere, creeping back in somehow. And this is the 6 of Pentacles. So this is interesting. 6 of Pentacles reverse talks about theft. It talks about like embezzlement. It's like big theft, okay? Or It could be giving to. Okay, this doesn't feel like it's a school. It kind of feels like it's an opportunity for a business. It looks like that. I don't know if somebody's offering you like to buy a business or to go into business with them. I'm going to get some cards on that page of Earth because somehow there's like a liar in the midst, a thief. Okay, and they're going to be taking and not doing their part. Okay, like okay. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's in love because of there's not a lot of cups here. Okay, so we're going to look at the page of Earth, what the offer is. Don't know if the same person is coming back. If that's why they're there, but or it could be that was just a lesson to not forget about that lesson. Okay, because as we, come into our abundance, there are hands out all the time because there are people that look for that. It's just the way it is. As an emperor, where you're at, if this represents you, Capricorn, then you would know that. But this might be somebody that would catch you off guard that you would not expect it from because they seem very innocent. Okay. Okay. So, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. So, I have this opportunity to make a lot of money, you know. But it's not Knight of Wands reversed. This is the player card. For me, when the Knight of Wands is reversed, it's the liar, the cheater kind of thing. So this is kind of an illusion. Okay. The Fool and this reverse, don't be a fool here. So the offer is needs to be looked at with a fine tooth comb. But you as being and this could be this person, somebody showing up as an emperor. So if this doesn't represent you, this could be somebody you met with a nice place, seems like they have it all going on, and then they're just trying to take. It could be part of their scheme. Okay. So if I'm talking to a female, this could be a male coming in because once you really look at things and really work with the information, the thing is taking your time. That's what we do when we master something. We don't jump in. Okay. Then you'll see the emperor for what he is because this is like right below this emperor. So this is a distorted person that could be showing up as the builder, the master builder. They got it all together. But they're not. They're just a thief that's giving to other people. So they could have multiple schemes. And that makes sense because people, not trying to put people in a box, but a lot of people will have multiple businesses. Some people have multiple schemes, if that's what they run all the time. Okay, so that's quite a good warning, though. Let me know what you think about that. So now we're going to look at that card that popped out, and they're always read upright. So this is the Mente card, and this is I converse with awareness. So now you have the awareness. And here's the thing. Not only they wanted to bring up the past and what happened and how it left you or how somebody ended up being, and I think it was on both parts, but not to forget the lesson. There we go. Not to forget the lesson of what happened in the past. And if you feel at all the same way, we should always vet everything. Anybody we date, to take our time. We could save ourselves a lot of heartache if we just got to know people better. But that's just Mary's opinion. Okay. Let me get one other deck here. So what I'd like to do is just kind of pull this together and do a few more cards, okay? Devil. Put him back in there. Shuffling well. The Knight of Swords. So this is the truth. I mean, sometimes we need to write in with the truth. Here's another one that was left. You need to write in with the truth and just cut this up, deal with what the truth, and that don't leave yourself unprotected. This is the Four of Pentacles reverse. It's about loss when it's reversed, and it's about not protecting ourselves. This can be considered stingy, but don't let people talk you into that you're stingy if you're just protecting yourself and your assets and yourself, your body and your mind and your emotions and your energy. Those are manipulators, because most people, if they're in the right energy, they will understand that people have gone through a lot. But somebody that's judging you would not be, I would consider that person, whether we want to be around them or engage in whatever with them. You know what I mean? Okay. So this is the burden. This is delegating a burden, I mean, this is the end of a cycle of burden. So it kind of seems like it might be somebody but because of the way they're coming in, like as a page, it seems small. And that could just be the energy, even though we have the Emperor here. This is really a page energy. But it looks good to begin with. And it looks like there's a lot of money. But it's not. It's a player energy. It's a lie. So then I have the Page of Wands. So Page of Wands reverse. Well, here we go. Here's the page. So we went down from the Knight of Wands to the Page of Wands. And it's because somebody wants to release their burdens. They want somebody to dump something on. And it feels like the responsibility, whatever responsibility is here. Ace of Cups, because there's no love here. This is not a new start or a start in love. It's not a start in self-love for you to do this. And this is actually could represent them also. But this is tying in the whole reading, these cards right here. Let me do one more row. So I have the Five of Swords reversed. This is I don't know if someone's coming back to you kind of as a revenge thing, because this reverse is about ego, the fight based on ego. But this may be bringing in the truth, may trigger somebody's ego. Okay. I mean, confronting the truth. Temperance. And they're going to, because there's an imbalance and addiction here, and there's no spiritual guidance. So I don't know how this person was presenting before, but this is going to really see. 10 of Wands. I don't know, like, do you have a burden with this person? Like, you feel bad for what happened to them. You feel bad, like it's carrying some kind of burden with this, okay? And it feels like it could be kind of mutual, but I have this Ace of Wands. Like, I want to make it better. I want to start this over. But there's really, get one more here. The Hangman. Think this through. You're being asked to think this through and look at it from a different place instead of guilt. Okay? Separate. It's like separate your emotions and look at it as just a bystander. Okay? As a third party. How does this look? And any objective mind. I look at it with an objective mind. That's the Hangman from a different angle. Okay. Pull your guilt out of there, or whatever that is that you think you're supposed to fix here. I'm not sure if you feel like they got left behind and you mastered whatever and you were able to create abundance and therefore feel like you should help them, but at whose detriment, right? Because the Page of Wands, this is not good news. This is not a good. It's not a good opportunity. In fact, it's not an opportunity. There's no real spark here. It's like it's not good news because the 8 is not something you can work with. This is the 8 of Pentacles reversed. It's not something that can be built. Anything can be built on. It's not mastering anything. It's really interesting how this unrolled. Okay, we're going to look at the Ace of Cups now. Ace of Cups reversed is this is the 4 of Swords reversed. So this is like trying to heal something from the past. What are we trying to heal from the past? But this is also like a forced separation. So whatever history is here, I think we really need to look at what happened. So if this is like, whether it's a child or whether it's a sibling or whether it's somebody you knew from the past or somebody that reminds you of somebody from the past, it's, get one more card. Seeing the truth for what it is. Here's the Sun card. Understanding what the truth is. We can't always bring everybody with us. We can't help somebody that's not willing to help themselves and they're not showing up that way. There's a lot of dark under the surface. You can't heal that. Somebody has to do that themselves. Okay. I'm going to get you one more card. Okay, I'm just taking the one on the bottom because it's been doing that. So this is Lady of the Lake. This is find and hold your own power. Lady of the Lake, she has a sword of truth right there. Lake water is always about emotions. Get those emotions under control by looking at this objectively if you can. And if anybody's giving you a timeline, look, you got to do this now, then that is a way of coercion, and see it for what it is. Walk in your truth. If, if you go into this, know that there's a risk, of course. There's always a risk, but, if it's resonating with you, then that's something. If you want a reading, I'll be happy to help. Have a great week and hang in there. Love you, Capricorn. Take care.